welcome back to Lucky Girl Basics, and today we're going to be talking about why you feel like you never fit in or you always stand out. Okay, we're going to just deep dive into this concept. And I think at first glance, whenever you make those suggestions of feeling different or feeling stand out, people are always like, oh, you're just wanting, just go with the flow, you know? But it's not in that sense. It's in the sense of wherever you go or whatever you do, you never feel truly connected to that or to that environment. And I just want to tell you that that's not a problem you need to fix. Like, if you never feel like you belong or you sort of feel isolated, that's not a problem. That is not a problem for you, because that is your unique talent that not everyone else has. Because sometimes people spend their whole lives trying to alter and change themselves so that they fit in with the norm and go with the flow. But the people who actually bring change in the world and bring creativity and new ideas are the ones who did not just go along with the flow and who saw things from a different perspective. So, I mean, if you think about it, every innovation, every change in history took one person that was like, I don't feel like this is the way we should be doing things, and then suggested another. And they probably in that moment did not feel like they fit in or they belonged, but they did. And having a different perspective is not the problem. The problem is if you have that different perspective and you see a solution to something, but you choose to stay quiet because you just want to fit in with the norms, okay? So let's talk about how we can fix this. 3 things. Well, this will be quick. So first, don't apologize or don't feel guilty for feeling like you don't fit in a certain area or where you're at in life, okay? Don't apologize for that, because for whatever reason, your timeline has placed you in that area because you're needed right there, okay? So don't apologize for that. Maybe you weren't meant to belong in that area, but the person who you truly are, there are other people out there that are trying to find that kind of person. And if you never express how you truly feel about things or your true perspective, then they'll never find you. So don't apologize for feeling different or feeling like you don't belong. Then realize that you don't always need to fit in everywhere. I feel like everyone has this narrative that they need to fit in everywhere they go, every place they go to, every new environment they go to, but maybe that was just needed for you to experience that, and you don't need to fit in there or you don't need to belong there. You just needed to experience that environment and then move on, you know? Maybe that's it. So think about that whenever you're feeling alone or not belonging in a certain area. Maybe you're not meant to belong there. So just keep going, experience it, and keep going. And third, use your different way of thinking to your outside advantage, because this can be your lucky way of thinking. I mean, if everyone just sticks to the same narrative of how things should be and never looks for a different solution, then that's how the things will remain. But if you can find a different outside narrative and perspective, you can change so much. So don't feel bad right now if you feel isolated or that you don't belong where you're currently at, because maybe you don't, and maybe that is going to push you to where you need to be. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope this reminded you that sometimes you don't need to fit in, and that's okay, and that's not inherently bad. It could be inherently good. So I hope you guys have a great day. Yeah.